Alright, so we successfully formatted a card, and I don't know what kind of resolution this thing is recording at, but we have HDMI going into it, and so it's recording what's going into here. And I took SD card adapter, and I put like some no-name ass card in there, and it worked. I tried all of these other, like 16 PNY. It's a class 4. I even put this in just for the hell of it, which I believe is actually 128 megabytes. Old Canon card. We had a 4 that didn't work. Another 4. An Ultra 2, but that's a class 4. And then this one here. So I got this one to work, and it said card low immediately. So we're recording. I also figured out what the color thing was. Okay. So now if we come in here and we push play, it'll play us back what we recorded. This is just a feed from my Pi Zero 2W running the ham clock software. And so this little guy here will capture whatever I feed into it, which is kind of neat because I can do some interesting stuff that way. I didn't think it worked. I thought there was something wrong with it, and then I started to read about these problems that people were having with the cards, and also seems to be on the latest firmware. So this is an older one that uses the micro USB, but still very cool. It has the ability to have batteries on the back. I have no idea where you would get those, or if it would be even a good deal. So otherwise you just feed it with 12 volts. So it's neat, but it looks like you're really not going to capture a lot of video. Like 12 minutes of video is what it's telling me that it can do. So right now it's playing. So go ahead and stop. And so there's a histogram over there. But what I found was we could change the codec that it records at. Pro resolution, I don't know. Pro HQ. And I don't know what these other things are. So I'm guessing that the reason this is, might not be valid anymore is the codecs could be an issue. Trigger record. So let's see what happens when we do that. Does it just start to record? I don't know. Oh, good Lord. Look, we're 60 frames. We don't want to be 60 frames, do we? So can I lower that? And that, I'm almost positive that this doesn't do any kind of 4K. But I'm so glad it works because I thought it didn't. There's like a whole menu to this too. What does that do? Oh, we can zoom in. It did something weird there. Other than that, I'm not like really sure how to do anything with the menu. Let's turn that off. Okay. Okay, so this was, the zebra was turned on, the focus assistant was on, the guides were on, the grid was on, the false color thing was on. I think when you do that, so that's what turned it pink, and I didn't know. I was like, what the hell? So, so what I could do with this is I could hook this up to an old camera, a videotape camera, okay? And I could capture the video, the raw video out of the camera. I could even use this on any of my other cameras, and it's got all these little mounts on it here. So that's what would make this really cool. So you could take one of the old, camcorders and hook this to it. You just got to figure out how to get your 12 volts to it. But like, if you're not like filming out in the wild or something, you're gonna have a power source pretty close by. And those camcorders don't last long on a battery anyway, so you want to be close to a power source. This will allows you to capture the video output of a camcorder without having to use a tape, and you can get like that camcorder look from the 90s and 2000s. So we may play around with that, but it gets really warm. It's pretty warm right now. It actually has a fan on it. But this is just really cool because it wasn't a lot of money from the thrift store. And now I know that what to do about the video cards. So, but yeah, 12 minutes is like, it must be just like recording crazy format. So, I'm trying to think if there would be anything else. So you need something to mount it. I don't know. I think I have like a flash mount that might have been designed to do that. I'm pretty sure they sell some stuff on Amazon, but it's definitely really cool. This stuff is not cheap. I've got their switcher too, the ATEM switcher. I don't know really if I'll ever use it, but this is certainly cool. Definitely. I don't know if you've seen them on their website, but let me see here. Go in here. Let's see. So the new Blackmagic Video Assist is like, you'd have it like that. So you see how they have it on there, and they're using this, professional camera. Well, they can record to this and watch it while it's doing its thing. And these things are probably going to be pretty expensive. Here's a guy with a regular camera, and he's got it mounted to the hot shoe. Here's another one. There's another one. So that's what it's designed to do. So you just need an HDMI adapter cable. So we could totally do that with a few of the cameras. I'm using a mini cable right here. I mean, I can do the same thing with a capture card to my computer, but, just store like this. And there's cheap versions of this that you can buy online. So I've seen a few of these for really cheap. We'll look at that later, but this is just something that I could not normally afford, but because it popped up at a Goodwill. And it's old. It's got the old deal. So I don't know if it can transfer through the USB. I think it can. Let's see if we can get it to do that. Okay. We have the raw player. We'll pull that up. And then Let's see. I don't know. That looks like that's on my computer. Okay, file. Open recent. I think maybe you have to import it first. So it's not letting me do anything with it. I don't know that you can really get this thing, the raw speed test. I don't know the hell this really does. I tried it out, and I think it's just something for the computer. So it's showing 1080p, 25 frames, 30. It's definitely doing something because my computer is acting wonky. OpenCL. It says. B raw. Yeah, this is hogging up my computer. So I don't know if it's like, okay, this is what your computer can test or what it can do. Okay, so it's showing CPU, OpenCL. I'm just going to test all these and give me some kind of results, apparently. 22 frames per second. 1 frame. I don't know. I really don't know what this thing is. $8K? Holy moly. Anyway, guys, I'll fiddle around with it, and then I've got a box full of old camcorders that will maybe try this on. Maybe we'll even try it on one of my DSLRs. Catch y'all later.